the definitive guide to understanding intelligence. In this exploration of intelligence, we embark on a journey to dissect the concept, challenge preconceived notions, and elevate the discourse to match the intellectual curiosity of our esteemed audience. Intelligence, often revered as a hallmark of human evolution, merits an academic exploration that transcends common interpretations. The human brain, often misconstrued as the very essence of intelligence, is fundamentally a survival apparatus. It is engineered not for abstract thinking in isolation, but for evolutionary imperatives such as selecting for immune compatibilities and other survival-centric functionalities. Intelligence, in its most elemental form, is pattern recognition that requires situational context, the ability to swiftly assess whether a lurking mountain lion poses imminent danger or not. Risk aversion plays a pivotal role in this survival calculus. A heightened risk aversion compensates for deliberate thought processes, effectively steering individuals away from perilous scenarios like a mountain lion encounter. Conversely, with diminished risk aversion, there is a necessity to rapidly evaluate environmental threats to ensure survival. The brain's sophisticated operations coordinate the retrieval and maintenance of context mode, akin to an operating system efficiently managing multiple programs and resource allocation. These processes activate various cortical regions, adapted to specific contexts. The brain's functionality is thus not so much a discrete act of cognition, but an elegantly orchestrated simulation of feedback loops. It simulates, remembers, and utilizes perceived causality to influence outcomes. Understanding these feedback loops provides insights into both natural intelligence and the potential for artificial intelligence. The genetic and biological networks that underpin these processes are testament to the complex, albeit sometimes overstated, fabric of human intelligence. Human achievements, from nuclear fission to everyday tools, are often hailed as marvels of complexity. However, these are not isolated feats of genius, but rather the byproducts of incremental refinements. Innovation relies heavily on standing upon the shoulders of prior discoveries, gradually building upon them to enhance functionality. The organizational dynamics of human societies have remained consistent across millennia, often bound by the limits of effectively managing groups no larger than 200 people. Social structures, much like cognitive processes, rely on respect and hierarchical integrity, beyond which inefficacy and disorganization prevail. Human intelligence evolves within specific contexts, adapting to the demands placed upon it. This translates to what can be termed as lazy intelligence, where cognitive exertion is reserved for contexts imperative for survival. Complexity in human systems is thus a reactive growth, contingent upon the accumulation and practical application of knowledge. Jeff Hawkins's memory prediction framework offers an illuminating perspective on neural mechanisms. His seminal thesis, as presented in On Intelligence, postulates the brain's primary function as a predictive engine. Hierarchical regions within the brain assimilate sensory inputs, map them onto memory patterns, and formulate anticipatory responses. This predictive machinery functions as a feed-forward state machine, unique for its ability to project future occurrences based on historical data. Cognitive modules are activated to recognize recurring sequences and develop invariant representations. This hierarchical model illustrates a system where higher cortical levels project predictions over extended time horizons, while lower levels handle immediate sensory interpretations. IQ tests, though prevalent in gauging cognitive capabilities, fall short of measuring true intelligence. These assessments quantify academic skills such as fluid reasoning and working memory, which encapsulate symbolic logic rather than intrinsic intellectual potential. The disparity in IQ scores, often negligible at 10 to 20 points, obscures an individual's potential for intellectual development. Anecdotal emphasis on learned facts, language proficiency, and conceptual connections fails to capture the essence of intelligence applied to real-world scenarios. IQ assessments are inherently constrained, offering predefined problems with singular solutions. In contrast, practical problem-solving demands problem identification, multifaceted solutions, and lived experience. As such, IQ tests predominantly reflect cultural and educational exposure, underlining the limitations of an ostensibly objective measure. The relationship between formal education and IQ underscores the adaptability of intelligence. A student entering university with an average IQ can enhance this score through rigorous study in challenging disciplines like computer science, demonstrating the malleability and growth potential inherent in human cognition. IQ tests, while culturally skewed, illustrate how exposure and training can inflate scores. Even individuals with cognitive challenges can, with sufficient time and motivation, achieve substantial gains in their IQ metrics. This discourse invites contemplation across academic fields, encouraging intellectual circles to reconsider the role of traditional measures and the broader implications of understanding intelligence through a nuanced contextual lens. By fostering a deeper appreciation of intelligence's complexities, we contribute to a richer, more informed dialogue on its true nature and potential.